What?
I'm sorry. Just that's the wrong show. Hey, Lou.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's going.
Where is it going?
I don't know even.
How have you been since the last time we spoke?
Oh boy.
This morning,
Oh boy.
hour ago.
An hour ago since we spoke. An hour ago.
I do think I got bit.
Oh no.
I don't know. I can't be sure.
Bugs, man. Bug bites.
I've had that happen to me before, though. We'll be on a walk and I'll feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I got stung by something,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in one of my legs or one of my arm, you know, like an exposed piece of skin.
Yeah.
But I never see any like bug or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. Bugs eat me alive out there. I don't know what to do. And then they itch like crazy.
Well, yeah, this thing also does not itch.
Yeah.
So maybe it is just like
I have to bathe in cortisone.
it also doesn't hurt when I touch it or anything. Did you think I simultaneously twisted my ankle?
I mean, you could have, and you never know. Bodies are weird, man.
Bodies are weird. So what's something that you're looking forward to?
Looking forward to?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna complain.
Oh, yeah, let's go
Again.
there. Let's go there.
So you know how like some things from your childhood are usually like a comfort item that you find?
Oh, yeah. I know where you're going.
Well, I don't know why I feel the way I feel, but our little one found my teddy bear from when I was little.
Right.
And she's been carrying this thing around, and I don't have the heart to say, please, it's a source of discomfort. Put the bear down. So she's just been carrying it around. She's like, it's so fuzzy. What's its name? And I'm like,
Why do you still have it?
because I've always had it. I don't remember a time where I've not had it.
But if it's a source of discomfort,
It's hard to describe. It's like that poor bear has seen some things,
Yeah.
right? And when you don't have anyone, right, to be your comfort, then you have a
stuffed animal.
a stuffed animal or a blanket or something like that you just always have had, you feel, right? But I don't know that it's necessarily like a good thing for me to have it, or
Right.
I just kept seeing it. Like it just kept, I don't know what it was. I don't know.
And she dug it out and been carrying it around.
Yeah, she found it in my dresser and she's just like, oh, I like it. And I just don't have like.
She just likes new toys she hasn't seen. Like you could take 10 of her toys and put them in a bucket and then just put them away somewhere.
Which we do. We rotate toys.
And then she would, and then bring them out a month or two later and she'd be like, new toys.
Well, no, it's not that bad. When she was littler, yes.
No, I guess she'd go.
But now she's like, where's my puppy guitar? I know it's somewhere.
Oh, yeah. She'll say something like, Daddy, do you remember when I had a puppy guitar? I'll be like, yeah, I remember that. Can you tell Mommy to find it? And I said, no, but you can ask Mommy to find it. And she goes, no, you tell Mommy. I'm like, why is it? She'll listen to you.
She'll listen to you. Oh boy. Anyway, so I don't know like what that feeling is. It's a kind
Discomfort.
of a weird feeling. But
So is it not discomfort then? Is it just like,
I don't know. It just digs up things and
Yeah.
you're like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's weird.
it's simultaneously a memory from childhood, but also brings up bad memories too.
It can, because I depended heavily on this poor little teddy bear for so much emotional support. And I used to, I don't know. It's weird to see things from when you were a kid, right? And its nose is gone from and his little mouth is gone. But I use like puffy paint to like put back the nose and put back the face, and you just his little smirk. I don't know. It's like he knows things. That it's kind of like a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't know if I 100% understand it, but I do have some toys where I see them and I go, oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. That was a weird time of my life or something.
Yeah.
Right? Like I have some GoBots instead of Transformers. Uh-huh. And whenever I see them, I go, oh yeah, I didn't have real Transformers. Like, and I got teased for that. Right.
Yeah.
So that's something. Mm-hmm. I get it though. I get what you're saying. Like, I don't like seeing those things.
I just don't know.
Around.
I just don't know how to feel. Like, I know I'm feeling something about it. I just don't know what it is.
Just a weird feeling.
Yeah. It's like, that bear, you know?
Yeah, I can't really place it. Kind of thing. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That makes sense.
And then we recently had a shooting very close to us.
Oh, yeah.
At the Kroger that we have been to many times since the pandemic, not so many times, but it is very close to our house though. Yeah. And it's like 25 minutes from here.
We stopped going there because their pickup service was pretty unreliable.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like being ready on time or like having the things in stock. But so we started going to a further out Kroger, but yeah, that
we've been in that Kroger many times.
Yeah, too close to home.
I have been in there many times.
Yeah.
And the fact that someone went in there and started shooting and shot 13 people and killed one lady who was a mother of 3.
Yeah.
And her name is Olivia King, and I can't get her name.
Did they put her name out?
And her face out of my head because she looked very happy in the picture. And now she can't go home because she went to the grocery store. Like, it's just absurd.
Oh, was she an employee there? Or was she just a customer?
I don't know. I didn't look into it like too much further after the day after it happened. But I don't know. It's
really fucking horrible.
It's terrible because that could have been me.
Yep.
Or it could be anyone at this point. I just don't. It's a little surreal, you know, because every day I used to take our kids and take them to school and hope like hell and say a bunch of prayer that I'd be able to pick them up, you know, and now it's like that same like uneasy feeling that nowhere is safe, nowhere.
Yeah. Can you even just go to the grocery store now? Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I went to get groceries today, you know, I looked over my shoulder about like it just.
Yeah. That must've been really tough.
And I stayed in the car. Like I was doing all the things that keeps me safe, but it was still didn't feel safe.
Still fear. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just terrifying. Like it's a whole new world or something now. It's
a
post-apocalyptic, like not in a good way. It's a very bad way.
Speaking of a whole new world, post-apocalyptic and fear, the 14-year-old and I have been playing a little game called Arkham Horror.
Ooh,
the
kid number 3
game. Yeah.
Is he liking it?
Oh, he loves it.
Are you liking it?
I love it.
Oh, nice.
It's so cool. It's like one of the coolest games I've ever played.
Nice.
It gives me, like, I just generally like the Cthulhu idea. Mm-hmm. Not the story so much, like, fuck H.P. Lovecraft, racist piece of shit, right? Mm-hmm. But the idea that there were, like, ancient creatures or beings or gods or what have you, like, stalking the earth.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that it's public domain, now everyone can take it in a very cool way.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
So Fantasy Flight has made quite a few games with that kind of setting of like this 1930s hard-nosed investigators going up against, you know, ancient ones.
Mm-hmm. Monsters and stuff.
Yeah. And so this one is you're very much just investigating things and trying to find clues so that you can progress the story before the story progresses itself, which is always worse.
Yeah.
And then you know, so the first mission we were doing, we had to figure out that there was a cult. And then in the second scenario of that mission, we had to find out who those cult members were. Mm-hmm. And then in the last one, we had to stop them from doing their ritual to raise an ancient one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And you don't have like any sort of win or lose necessarily. It's just like good, worst, like endings type of thing. You just, you still get through, like, unless you both die or, you know, however many people are playing die, you still get an ending of some sort. Might not be a great ending. And we got progressively worse endings in each scenario.
Yeah. But the cool part is it's cooperative.
Yes, it's 100% cooperative.
So whatever happens, it happens to both of you, and then no one feels too bad because you can commiserate a bit.
Yeah. And it's fully cooperative in that, like, if we are in the same location at a mystery, and I want to try to go for a clue, but I don't have quite enough to pass the clue test, kid number 3 can give me a card from his hand of cards that can help me, like help boost that test.
Oh, cool.
Or like if he's fighting something, I can like help fight it. Or if we're at the same location and he's got a monster that's like harassing him, I can be like, hey, monster over here. Right?
That is cool.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's
I like
pretty
that.
Cool. Yeah, but it's really super thematic. Like in the last game, I got a stubborn detective card. I drew a stubborn detective.
Ooh.
And it's just an enemy card that goes in front of you, and basically, you know, it attacks you every turn until you can do something to get rid of it, like dodge him or whatever, evade him.
Yeah. But
the flavor text says no matter what, even after everything that's happened, he still doesn't believe you didn't have anything to do with those murders. And it's just like, it's so flavorful, right?
That's something I liked about that game, Yido.
Yido. Mm-hmm.
Every card had like this
story on it.
Yeah, this storyline and or rich flavor type of text on it, and I'd love that.
I think you would like the Arkham
makes
stuff.
the game a lot more fun.
It's got like witchy stuff, and it's got like
but I don't want to stop their spell. Go, you do you. Like I don't want to stop any of that witchy stuff.
You can be a witchy person.
Oh,
the people who you're trying to stop are crazy cultist people.
Oh, that's different.
You can be like a mystic or a psychic or you know what I mean, and then you can go in and be like, oh, I can make that test work, no problem. It just looks really cool. So we haven't explored even like, I don't know, maybe a tenth of the whole thing that we have in the box.
So you haven't even like done a whole lot of it.
We haven't scratched the surface. No.
Oh, super fun.
Yeah, it's super, super fun. So anyways, all right. Do you want to get into this topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's kind of deep questions.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
We'll get there. All right. All right. All right. That was terrible.
Start over.
All righty then. No, I can't. I cannot do any impressions anymore. I can do this one. Nope. Anyways, I wanted to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
Because I feel like we've been getting kind of deep recently, leading up to our 25th year of togetherness.
Yeah.
So I'm just wanting to talk it through a little bit because I think it's impending. We're getting there. We're going to be there. It's just a couple of 13 more days or so away.
Oh yeah. Something like that.
But I don't think it's hit me yet exactly how crazy 25 years is.
Yeah.
To be with somebody.
Yeah, blah, 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 25 years. But that's a lot. Like, if you stop and you think...
quarter of 1 century.
If you stop and you think, and I ask Google many times, like, what do I do on my 25th anniversary during quarantine? And it's like, mark the occasion with something special. Light some candles. I'm like, I do that every day. That's a normal Tuesday.
Light some candles. Fuck you, Google.
That's a normal Tuesday, man.
Yeah.
We do have some special candles we get to we're
gonna have a lot of special stuff to do on the day. I got you a gift, and I got you a little keepsake, and we're gonna light them candles, and we're gonna eat some candy.
Oh, I got a bottle of wine.
You got some wine. I got some candy.
Yeah.
Right? There may or may not be flowers.
There should always be flowers.
We're going to take pictures of each other, and we're going to hold hands.
There will be swearing,
there
as
will be,
usual.
Always.
I do want to take family pictures. I don't know if we want to do it on that day, though, because I don't want to be in a fight with you on that.
I got the day off, though.
Oh, nice.
So maybe we could do them on that day.
Okay.
I asked, I said, can I please have the day off? And my boss said, of course you can.
Duh. You a grown up.
Well, Yeah, but it's all responsibilities.
I know.
All right, so it's 3 questions.
Okay.
And they're kind of related, and they're kind of like an arc of story. Mm-hmm. I will start with the first question. Would you say, are we as a couple, as a family, as individuals,
Oh boy,
thriving or just surviving?
Oh, collectively or separately?
Both.
Okay. All right. So I think collectively we're doing a pretty good job. I think we're thriving a little bit. You know, you and me are understanding how to communicate a lot better than we have in the past.
I think as a couple, we're thriving.
Yeah, as a couple, we are thriving.
Yeah.
Separately, I don't know. This, they call it shadow work or whatever, but the healing process of being like a person right now is very difficult for me.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm individually thriving during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. Like, I know my mental health has taken a real dive individually, right? Mm-hmm. But generally speaking, could be way worse, right? Like we are.
Yes, right.
I wouldn't say thriving, but we are also not just surviving.
Yeah. I mean, some days are really, really hard. And
bad, yeah.
And some days are, you know, middle of the road mediocre. And then there's other like really good parts of the day. But, you know, we have been quarantining almost this whole entire time.
Since before the rest of humanity started.
Yeah. So
in
like
February of 2020.
The end of February of 2020. Yes. So our kids haven't gone anywhere. We haven't done anything ridiculous other than like shopping, like groceries and stuff, but not in anywhere, just picking it up.
Yeah.
So
no vacations.
We haven't done
parties.
No, there's been no sports, no parks, no restaurants, none of that.
Yeah.
And so that gets kind of hard because I also want them to have, you know, freedoms and a childhood and stuff. But at the same time, I want them to not get sick. I want them to live.
The really weird thing though is that pre-pandemic, that wasn't really our lifestyle anyways, right? We weren't a big, hey, let's go to the park every day family. We did go to the park when we wanted to, or we did go do things when we wanted to, but it wasn't like our status quo. It was more like an occasional, oh, you know what sounds fun?
Yeah.
Instead of what are we doing this weekend? It was more like, hey, did you want to do something this weekend?
Yeah.
But now we can't.
When the older boys were littler, I took them all the time because they were just big balls of energy.
Yeah, to the park and stuff, right?
Yeah. And when they got older, they didn't want to do that so much. They had their moments where we would play in the yard or whatever, but now they're adults, so they don't want to go play at the park.
Yeah.
And we have a big enough backyard, we can do pretty much anything we want. And so I don't know. There's a couple of moments where I go, I'm sucking hardcore as a mom because I'm not able to give them all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And even going to a restaurant right now is just not safe.
I think if we lived in a different city, in a different state, where it was more highly vaccinated, and less people like literally trying to do harm to others, I think we'd feel probably safer. Like I don't want to spin it like we're like a super paranoid family.
I'm super paranoid when I go out.
No, we are, but not unjustly. It's because of where we live, not because of not because we think that there's more to the pandemic than there is, just because where we live is a very concentrated, very red place. And, they've been showing the studies that consistently red states politically are not doing really well with the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah.
In terms of vaccination and belief that it's even a thing.
And even COVID cases right now, it's like over 100,000 people just in the next town. And
it's not even just COVID at this point because the hospitals here are overrun. We have to be careful about just anything. Like, hey, do you want to go for a hike? Sure, but what if somebody falls and breaks their leg or their arm?
Yeah.
Or somebody has a heart attack or like some other non-COVID related thing happens,
but
we're
there's
still
no
fucked.
room. Yeah. There's
so
no
we're
room
just
at the
being
hospital.
as careful as possible. And I know that's just maybe overabundance of caution, but I'd much rather err on that side than err on the side that we lose one of us.
At least for right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to look like a few years into the future. And that part really, really scares me.
Right.
Because we have a big family and, I just don't know what that is supposed to, or what that is going to look like. And so that kind of freaks me out.
Well, but stuff starts to level out and get better, or it goes even worse and more chaotic. In either direction, I think we'll be fine. We'll just do what we have to do.
Yeah, I guess. But I think on a very basic level, we are thriving, I think.
Well, I think that, part of that is because that we were uniquely positioned for a pandemic to happen.
Yeah.
We homeschool. I work from home.
We kind of stick together anyways. Our kids like each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, but it does suck to not be able to go and do stuff. And I see other people go and do stuff. And for the most part, folks are fine. But then there's also people who are dying from it, from doing those same things. And so I'm like, well, I don't want to chance it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to put it out there that this is a possibility. If I can just go, well, I'll wait. I'll go to Disneyland when I can go there again and feel confident and safe.
Yeah.
And, there's also a mental health issue there too, right? It's not just, scientifically we know, okay, vaccination's fine. We're fine. That person's fine. We're wearing masks, staying apart. We should be fine. Mm-hmm. But mentally, we've all been through this giant trauma. And so maybe that's not something that I'm prepared to go even have that anxiety attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even if I know in my heart of hearts that science says I'll be fine, but anxiety don't give a shit about science.
Yeah. Our physiology as just human beings.
Yeah.
We can't help the way we feel. That's what a panic attack is I no clue for decades what the hell that feeling was, that I just wanted to run out of a situation or run away from people. And that's what that is. It's it's every cell in my body just going, run. Get out of there.
Yeah. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
All right. So the next question. Have we lived up to the promises and dreams that we had from when we started this journey together as a couple?
Oh, yes, I think so. I think, because, when we first got together, it was just about being each other's support system and getting each other out of, crappy situations and staying together. Mm-hmm. And
I think we take it
raising our little guy.
Yeah. I think we take it like in sections of dreams, right? So the first dream was to get out of Arizona, or no, the first dream was to get out of 239, which was our first domicile together. To get out of there and have
our own place.
Give it our own place because we were living with roommates,
and we did that.
And we did it. And then the next step was to get a bigger place, and we did that. And
then we had a little bit of a setback.
We had a little bit of a setback because I had a really bad anxiety period of where I was awakened. Mm-hmm. And then we ended up, living in my dad's guest house. And then our dream from there was to get our own place again and to move to Portland. Yeah. And we did that. Mm-hmm. And then our dream there was to get a car. Mm-hmm. And we did that.
Yeah.
And then
that's what I mean is like, I think we have fulfilled each time that we've set a major goal, we've fulfilled it. Right. And then we made it a little bit sweeter and a little bit better by working real hard about it and for it. And
let's work real hard about it.
I always work really hard about stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't always pan out necessarily.
Well, no, I mean, there's I'm glossing over all the years of failing those goals, but always keeping our eye on that goal and and then eventually getting there.
Yeah. And I'm glad that we, for the most part, we agree on certain things. Like I always used to say, I want some land and I want a big yard and I want a fence so I can just open the door and I can let my dogs out.
Yeah.
And now I have that.
Right.
And that feels nice and that feels good to me. And so when we agree, I feel like it's meant and it will happen.
Yeah.
Like you say something and I go, oh, I want that too. And I just, there's just something that I know it'll happen because we both want it.
Yeah.
And we're both working towards that. And we can see it in our head.
Yeah.
And most of the time that's how we've gotten here.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, I think we have fulfilled the promises that we made to each other about what we wanted now to look like.
Yeah. And
pandemic was not part of it, but we didn't do that.
That was nobody could control that. That was inevitable, I think.
I think it's just one of those next big fence hurdle things that we all have to just kind of push through. But when we're not doing it in a collective, everyone agrees, it's not going to work out very well.
Yeah.
For a lot of people. And that makes me very sad.
It is sad. But we're going to keep on trucking. We have new dreams now and we're working towards them. So we'll get there. Right.
I feel like we will.
Yeah.
Does that make sense though?
Yeah.
Because we both see it, it'll just happen.
Well, it doesn't just happen, but yes, we are both focused on getting there.
Yes.
Then it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But if one of us is like, well, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, because growing up, one of my parents had a certain kind of dream and the other parent had a different feeling. And I was like, they don't agree. So what's going to happen to me?
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, you always think about yourself and you go, what about me? What's going to happen to me?
Yeah. My parents had different.
So it's a little scary.
Goals and dreams too.
Yeah.
Which made it hard to like reach either one of them because you're kind of being running
pulled
away from each other in different directions towards these separate goals, and neither goal actually gets reached because the rope's only so long.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Is that at least we're on the same page.
Yeah.
You know, we have different like paths in a way, but we're on the same page.
I agree. All right. So what is our next step as us?
As a us?
As a us?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Excuse my texting poor grammar.
I don't know, man. We need to get through this 25th anniversary thing.
The next step is the 25th anniversary.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have like short term kind of goalie and then the long term things.
Yeah.
Right.
I think short term, is to celebrate our 25 years together.
In a way that we can both feel pride about, not just one of us, or I always want to mark the occasion. Yeah. Like for our 13th anniversary, because
I'll go pee in the yard.
That'll mark it.
Yeah.
Our 13th anniversary, because it's our lucky number and our family number and stuff. We did something very special, and so
I liked that.
I don't remember the other ones as much, but I remember that one, and I remember our first anniversary. I mean, we didn't do anything totally special because we were not making a whole lot of money or whatever, but we spent it together.
Yeah.
And I always like spending our anniversary with our kids also, because they're part of us and they help us become and be us.
Well, in the 25 years, we've only had one anniversary apart.
Yeah, but you were still able to make it somewhat special.
Right.
That was very sweet. When you went away for that whole week.
I didn't have a choice, unfortunately.
I know. But flowers showed up the first day you were gone, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's sweet. And then the next day, the same flower guy came, and I'm like, what's happening? And he just had like this big smile on his face, and I'm like, thank you. And then I'm like, did you mean to send me 2 days of flowers? And you're like, mm-hmm. And then the next day, so every day you were gone, you sent me flowers, which was really sweet and stupidly expensive probably, but
it actually wasn't that bad.
But the flower guy got a kick out of it just as much as I did, because I was like, how many days is this gonna happen? He just was like, see you tomorrow. I'm like, oh crap, what's
You
happening?
became friends with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really fun for me to go and pick them out too. Because I went and planned the whole week before I left.
Yeah.
To make sure you would get the flower. And I went to like a local flower shop that was just like right around the corner from our house, just to make sure that they would like do it right and not just like, FTD or whatever, just some like mail order thing. But like, so like the lady's like, oh yeah, this is great. We could do this one and we could put these and I could put these in extra for no extra charge. And I'm like, she would love that.
Oh, that was really sweet.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun.
I loved all of them too. I took lots of pictures of them. I loved all of them.
Yeah. Well, I figured if I couldn't be there, at least something could be there to remind you that I wish I was there.
It was really, really sweet.
That's also the year that I got my finger tattooed to prove to you that it was permanent.
Oh yeah, you were feeling real guilty that week. You're like,
did. I felt so guilty.
I can't get out of this work thing.
But the tattoo wasn't out of guilt.
I know.
The tattoo was out of actual.
I know. What number was that?
Oh God.
19.
Let's see. It was Portland. It was 2013. It was 2013. So.
Whatever year that was.
Oh God damn it. Let me math it out real quick. 2013. 17. It was 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really sweet. I liked it a lot. I still have the pumpkin that one of the ones came in. So.
Oh yeah, the little pumpkin vase, like ceramic bowl thing. Yeah.
It was a ceramic pumpkin, but then it had peach carnations in it. It was so beautiful.
Well, one of the coolest parts about our anniversary being in October is it's spooky season and fall, which fall is my favorite.
Yeah.
Halloween is our favorite, corporate holiday, real pagan kind of stuff. And I don't know, it's the air starts to get crisp and it just smells good outside and there's pumpkin spice everywhere.
I don't care about the pumpkin spice.
I love pumpkins. I love pumpkin spice. Anything
I like pumpkin pie. I like
anything pumpkin.
Yeah.
If you put pumpkin something in your thing, I'm going to try it.
Nice.
I got to know.
Anyways.
I got to know. What is this? Pumpkin ice cream? I'm going to try that.
We got to figure out something to do this time.
Pumpkin breadstick? I'm going to try that. Right? Like, I'm just going to try everything.
Okay. We'll try some pumpkin stuff, I guess.
Pumpkin pretzel? That sounds delicious. I'm going to try that.
The next step is...
Pumpkin frisbee. I'm going to try that.
Okay. I get it. So that's
pumpkin hand lotion.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try that.
Are you done?
Maybe.
Okay, gosh.
Is that a pumpkin-based commander? Magic the Gathering? I'm going to try that. All right, I'm done. I think we're done, right? I love you.
I love you too. You're a dork.
If you enjoyed this episode of the Lou and Me podcast, subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, or Spotify.
And follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Lou and Me Podcast.
Lou and Me is a Matthiasaurus production, produced and edited by Moose. The song is No Carpets by the New Forevers, hosted by Lou and me.
Thanks for listening.